This is a follow-up discussion to the original video I posted discussing Cassie's decade-long relationship and subsequent abuse and trauma. What does it cost to stay silent? And how much strength does someone have to remain in that situation?
Welcome to Want More with Dr. Moore, the criminologist of the Bay. Your host, Dr. Talia Moore, is a college professor who created this space to discuss and facilitate transformation in learning. Each week, we'll bring you dynamic leaders and change makers and discuss systems, practices, policies, and people that intersect and impact justice as we know it. And now, your host, Dr. Talia Moore.
She wore makeup to hide the bruises, smiles to hide the terror, and designer handbags to carry her pain. Sometimes the people we admire the most are the ones hiding the darkest truths. And sometimes the victims are forced to smile through it for years. Today we speak to the names, not to sensationalize them, but to humanize them. Today we talk about Cassie. Welcome to Want More with Dr. Moore, the criminologist of the Bay. My name is Dr. Talia Moore, and I'm your host. What does it take to lead? What does it take to speak up finally, especially when the abuser holds power, fame, and the world's attention? For over a decade, Cassie Ventura was seen as the beautiful, quiet partner of one of the world's most powerful men in music. But behind closed doors, the truth was something else. Allegations of abuse, control, fear, a virtual private hell. And it isn't just about celebrity. This is about power, about the way that trauma hides, and about how we are impacted by that trauma. So picture this. In 2023, Cassie filed a lawsuit detailing years of emotional, physical, and sexual abuse at the hands of Sean P. Diddy Combs. The world took notice, but she had already been living with that pain for years. Why didn't she speak up sooner? That's the question that a lot of people are asking. But when the abuser controls your career, your image, your life, it's just not that simple. People think trauma is loud, but sometimes trauma is very quiet, very strategic. Sometimes trauma requires that we operate in survival mode, especially when everyone's watching you and nobody is really seeing you. Let's talk about what abuse does to the brain, the nervous system, your identity. You start believing you deserve the trauma. You normalize it. And that's how trauma traps you. It's not love, it's control, it's manipulation, and it's power dressed in luxury. Trauma can significantly alter brain structure and function, particularly affecting regions responsible for processing emotions, memory, and regulating stress responses. While the hippocampus, involved in memory formation, may experience reduced activity, the prefrontal cortex, crucial for rational thought and emotional regulation, can also be negatively impacted. Long term trauma responses can significantly impact a person's physical, emotional, and mental well being as well, often leading to a range of challenges. These responses can include persistent anxiety, flashbacks, nightmares, avoidance behaviors, emotional dysregulation, and difficulties in relationships. Additionally, trauma can contribute to physical health issues, cognitive problems, and even substance abuse. When Cassie broke her silence, she wasn't just reclaiming her story, she gave voice to thousands who felt unseen. That's the deeper impact. She didn't do it for clicks. She did it for closure, for healing, and maybe for that next girl out there who's too scared to leave. The lawsuit was settled within 24 hours. Most things are never settled that fast, right? People thought, well, that's that. But legal closure is not emotional closure. Healing does not happen overnight, especially when the trauma lived with you for a decade. Then there's the backlash, the trolls, the doubters, folks calling it a money grab. That's the second wound victims face, being believed. And sometimes the worst trauma comes after you speak up. Cassie has already lost her 20s, her voice, her freedom. And even after the truth came out, she had to relive it in public. It's not just a celebrity story, it's a human one. We all know someone who's been hurt and had to keep living like everything's fine. That person may have even been you. Cassie choosing to speak, that was for herself for the first time in a long time. Let's talk about how we support survivors, what real protection looks like. This includes legal aid, therapy, safe spaces, and listening without judgment. So, any survivor listening and watching, you are not alone. You are not weak, and your silence does not define your strength. We see you, we hear you, we believe you. Healing is not always loud, but it's always real. I challenge each of you to take this information into your communities, whether it's through advocacy, volunteering, or simply educating yourself and those around you. You can make a difference. Thank you for tuning in to Want More with Dr. Moore, the criminologist of the Bay. If you found this episode insightful, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Until next time, educate, empower, and enact the changes you want to see. Want more.
Want more with Dr. Moore, the criminologist of the Bay? Follow us on Facebook at Want More, Instagram at Want More Dr. Moore, and on TikTok at Want More with Dr. Moore for more information. Be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, educate, empower, and enact the changes you want to see. Want more?